Yeah. Go on, youth, yeah, go on. Ease yourself, just keep it calm, youth, yeah, star. Only put pressure in my corner. One time it hard to carry on. No need no girl for turn to, no man for talk to. Feelings hurt, pan the journey so far. Show me know me, we go do things and nobody argue. Me like go the loose and start hold me harder.
Wagwan Success family, hope everyone is doing alright. If you're new to the channel, welcome and make sure to subscribe to get all our latest videos. Turn those post notifications on so you can get these videos that I'm dropping. Alright, so today I want to talk about Vybz Kartel law. And you cannot say I never told you so. Who saw the article that the Jamaica Gleaner wrote? Jury tampering dilemma. Lawmakers to amend legislation to close the gap that allows accused to benefit from compromised jurors. Right? So basically they're saying amid fears that the decision to overturn the murder conviction of popular entertainer Vybz Kartel and his co-accused has exposed a major defect in existing laws. Jamaican authorities are now moving hastily to plug the gap. So basically this news shows us flaws in existing legislation. The overturning of the murder conviction of Vybz Kartel and his co-accused has sparked urgent action from Jamaican authorities to address the problem. The need for swift legislative amendments to prevent accused individuals from benefiting from compromised jurors. It shows you that decisive action only seems to occur when their back are against the wall, which speaks about the system's responsiveness in times of stability. So when things are going good and when things are in good standing and working for them, they do not see any issues. But when it backfires on them, when it backfires in their face, then that is a time they are rushing to make these swift changes. That is why in my previous video addressing Paula Llewellyn role in Vybz Kartel case, I point out a systemic failure that extends beyond this particular situation. The authorities' complacency in allowing a tainted juror onto the case despite existing protocols that would prevent that highlights a concerning lack of accountability, right? And that is why I'm calling for urgent action against Paula Llewellyn, because once it is one of them, then fine, it benefits them. But if it benefits the accused, then there needs to be swift changes. There needs to be a change right now. Why was this change not made 10 years ago? Why was it not made 10 years ago? Because there is no integrity of those entrusted with shaping and upholding the law. Vybz Kartel case went from the appeal court to the Privy Council because remember, the Court of Appeal did not see anything wrong with the verdict, which tells you there needs to be systemic reform. And so this sudden rush effort to enact new legislation following the Privy Council's unexpected ruling suggests a reactive rather than a proactive approach to legal reform. This Vybz Kartel law serves as a reminder of the pervasive influence of corruption within judicial system, and I call it Vybz Kartel law because it was created based on his case. So believe it or not, Vybz Kartel case show the world a broader pattern of institutionalized corruption, which would mean all these corrupted practices is instilled and accepted within the institution, within the system. So the police misconduct, prosecutorial interference, which would be the DPP, and judicial negligence come into light. The failure to uphold principles of fairness and impartiality undermines public trust in the Jamaica justice system, and it becomes a situation of desperation. We are desperate for a thorough cleansing of corrupted elements within the judiciary system, the Jamaican judiciary system. We are desperate for that. We as people are desperate for it. So while this may serve as a damning indictment of the Jamaican justice system, it also presents an opportunity for genuine introspection and reform. Honest people within the Jamaican legal fraternity must seize this moment to advocate for substantive change and reaffirm their commitment to the rule of law and societal impartiality. We all know Vybz Kartel case has gone from being just a regular legal matter, just a regular case. It has gone from that a long time ago. It has become a big case and a test for the integrity and the credibility of the Jamaican justice system in this trial by public opinion. So basically, we the people have put the Jamaican justice system on trial, and we are the judges. We are the judges with no jury system, because this is a bench trial. We get to decide when we see the facts and the evidence and everything put before us, and these facts and evidence and everything is substantial. It is in abundance, right? That we will inevitably find the Jamaican justice system guilty of unfairness and lack of proper procedure and everything else that comes with it. You get me? There must be a responsibility to demand accountability and transparency in the pursuit of justice. There must be a collective effort. It must be a collective effort from all of us to come together and say we need transparency in the pursuit of justice. There needs to be fairness in the pursuit of justice, in the pursuit of any conviction. I remember seeing a comment. So from the last video that I posted, I remember seeing a comment from someone actually saying that the justice system and Paula Llewellyn did not do anything right. They did the right thing in how they conducted themselves and go about getting a conviction and everything that they did. They did the right thing, and Vybz Kartel and his co-accused must go to prison because they did the crime, so they must do the time. Like, okay, like what? So basically you're saying that if anybody that goes to court, if we already know that they are guilty, then we must do everything in our power to make sure that we falsify evidence and we do all these things to make sure that they do not get a fair trial and they do not leave the courtroom as a free person. They must plead guilty and they must remain behind bars. I say to that person, I hope you never get your day in court. I hope you never go to court for anything, or your family member ever goes to court for anything, because the same way the system work for other people that you're adamant about is the same way the system will work for you. And we're talking about the Jamaican justice system. We're not talking about any other system across the world or in the UK, because we saw how the Privy Council goes to work. We saw how the Privy Council show fairness. We saw how the Privy Council does not uphold unlawfulness, right? We saw how the Privy Council give justice where justice is due, right? We saw how the Privy Council basically shame them, basically put them to shame. So in my forthcoming video, I will delve deeper into the role of the Jamaican media in shaping public perception of Vybz Kartel case and facilitating accountability within the legal sphere. So I will definitely be doing another video based on that, the TVJ, CVM, all of them, the role that these media houses play, and stick around for that one because that one will be a hot one. You see me? So big up to everybody. Subscribe, share, comment. Just do the right.